You see, here's the trick. I could get Ollie on earlier by doing Marvel Rivals
Yeah, but then he's
earlier,
stuck
but I
on
can't get
Marvel
him off
Rivals.
Marvel
Yeah.
Rivals.
Well, we've been talking for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
20 minutes. That's more than a game.
That's like 3 games.
I've been in this game for I
A
don't know.
million years.
It doesn't tell me.
Well, last time on D&D,
5 jillion years.
you guys fought and killed the squids, and Shem and Brickshitter were trapped inside one of the dead bodies and almost dissolved due to the stomach acid.
Oh, right. That's what
Oh,
happened.
right.
I was getting close.
That
But I
happened.
fucking saved you. Even though it was my fault you were getting killed by stomach acid.
Yes, he did remind me
Yeah.
that was an ability. It had
Well, we
not
also
been...
sort of did like a time warp thing a little bit there too. That saved
Well,
me.
because initially I'm like, oh, there's no danger, so I'll just do you guys first. And then
Right.
Oji reminded me that there was danger, so then it was...
A funny series of events.
Yeah.
I am the danger.
Because Brickshitter, when he first got eaten, he escaped before his next turn, so the establishment of the stomach acid was not made. But anywho, you guys are on your ship, just completed a nice little nap, with a little more time to go before you get to the Isle of Presper. And I'm going to ask for the last of your rations, I believe. I think you guys worked out the math that you had pretty much enough to get there.
Yeah, I'm officially out of
I am
ration.
out as well.
Delete all rations.
Did we decide that we're using all of them?
I believe you guys typed out all of yours
I
last
think
time
we
around.
had basically exactly the right amount.
Yes. To also feed crew and such.
Yeah, and the hostages. As we lovingly refer to them as.
Lovingly.
Out of the kindness of our hearts, we've taken them hostage.
No, we've made them our friend. That's all.
Well, is Boblin a hostage too, or just...
No, he's a friend.
I don't know what his deal
Boblin
is.
is definitely a friend.
We made him
Of
our
some
friend
sort.
forcefully.
He's just there.
He's around, Boblin.
So a new day has started. Sun's rising up. A little cloudy. Captain's on the deck, as he always is. What you guys up to?
Don't know if I counted this day already for my Griffin thing. How many days has it been, you think, since Griffin?
Since Griffin?
Is it
Many.
3 or 4?
I would have guessed 3.
Okay. Then I must have done it last time.
You should keep a counter for the days.
That's what I'm doing. I just didn't know if I because there's no way to make you know how like you can click the long rest button and it'll automatically like refill something if you set it up that way. There's no way to make it tick up by 1.
Yeah.
You can only have it
You just have
reset.
to remember.
Yeah, so I just didn't know if I remembered or not. Couldn't remember if I remembered.
Anybody up to anything while they're sailing, or you guys are just doing your thing?
I guess Shem would be looking for the island.
I'm on
Looking
that
for
grind.
land.
24/7, 365.
All right,
I'm
more
doing what
pushing.
I always do.
More sea
Okay.
shanties. Monkey is running around the decks with Jimmy, seeing as they're really the only 2 sailors available. Jimmy's talking about all the new things he's going to buy with all the money he has now.
How much money does he have now?
Like 100 gold at least.
Not bad.
Giovanni gambled and lost.
That's right.
I bet if Frank were
And-
here, he would try to get another gamble going.
I bet Giovanni would. I bet she would. About
What are you saying about Chobani?
she's just a little
A
girl.
gambler?
Little girl.
Just a little girl.
I mean, that's true.
So day goes by a little bit, and Shem, you start to see a little bit of land, a little southeast of you, or southwest, I should say.
Land ho.
Captain nods his head, and he says we have to go around the island to port.
Yarg. Oh.
So guys are coming around. You're up here. You see a little tower in the mist as you sail by.
Oh, spooky tower.
Yarg.
Volcano up ahead as well.
Oh, Sea of Thieves.
And you begin your approach to port as you spot 3 ships ahead of you.
Yeah.
Yarg.
Do I recognize any of their flags?
You recognize the flags of the Blue Dragons.
And they are the people that occupy this island? Is that who that is?
You recall that Cormier's navy has a base of sorts set up on the
Right.
island. And they are called the Blue Dragons, since their flags have a blue dragon on them.
Well, don't we have a gold dragon on ours?
That
Or
is true.
better.
No, we're cool.
This is a pretty cool looking island.
I will not take credit for it. Just so happened that the exact island that I needed already existed.
Oh, you
Sweet.
don't say.
So that was very convenient.
Any dodo birds on this island?
You're
Yeah.
not close enough yet to see the fauna. But as the ships begin to near you, as you are kind of head on from each other, the ship leading the 3 does some signals with their flags that the captain kind of says they're calling for us to halt and to be boarded.
Well, these guys are kind of chill, right? So, go ahead, I guess.
Captain says, aye, aye. Begins to call out orders to Monkey and Jimmy to furl the sails, eventually drop anchor. They get bobbing in the waves as the 3 ships approach until one pulls up next to you.
Bobbles is in the wave.
Bobs is in the waves.
Bob's is in the waves.
Boblin in the waves.
Boblin in the waves as he's gone
Boblin.
overboard.
Threw him overboard.
Boblin's in the waves.
In the waves.
So are we like over here?
You are kind of about here.
Okay.
Up ahead, you see a bit of like a fortress on this island. And a little bit to the east of it, you see a little town.
And then a microscopic town.
Well, you don't know what that is.
That's where the
You
Who's
don't
live.
know that. Whoville?
Yeah.
That could be anything. So, the ship pulls up next to you, throws a little plank between to step on over, as you see a very well-dressed Navy man climbs aboard your ship with a handful of sailors in tow and yells out, "I demand to speak to the captain."
Shem's like, well, he's the captain, and then I point to the captain. But I feel like I'm sort of maybe the one you want to speak to. I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
He's the captain of the ship, but I'm the one who leads the crew.
I mean, he just sort of goes wherever I say, so.
The captain of the Blue Dragons looks at the captain and says, "Does this man speak for you?" The captain gives you a look, Shem.
I just kind of shrug, like, do I?
Roll persuasion.
I don't even know if I'm trying to persuade, but we'll see what happens.
I mean, you're saying that you speak for the crew. You gotta.
That about sums up how Shem feels, I think.
Yeah. The captain kind of nods as you interpret as he defers to you.
Shem's just like, hi.
You're not even smart anymore.
No. No, I just tend to be the one that actually talks to NPCs.
Boblin only talks with NPCs if love is in the air.
Yeah, honestly, it should really probably be Aoife is the face now, but because of all the charisma shit going on.
Boblin actually has high charisma too.
Which is crazy, because you would never have guessed.
Hey, now, you know.
Although, I mean, Shem's in the same boat.
Yeah.
Shem has maxed out charisma and does not seem, but only in fear, really, or intimidation.
He's scared of it. Love and attachment, really.
He's just scary.
The captain motions for you to approach.
I was already standing kind of close, so I just kind of take like one more step, and then now it's kind of awkwardly close.
He takes a step backwards. He says, "Please state your business."
We are here to resupply. We're out of food. Also, we have some people on board that probably need to get their own food as well that we rescued.
Captain nods his head, takes a little slow walk around the deck, and he says, "Ship looks a little beat up there."
Yeah, well, it kind of did a ship swap. Someone stole our ship, and we kind of stole theirs, I guess.
I see. And how did you come to be swapping ships?
Well, that actually leads to a question I could ask you. Has there been a crazy, weird storm nearby that you've noticed?
There does, in fact, indeed be. And actually, let me just back up here for a moment and say that you very much are not flying a gold dragon flag right now.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know what we're flying.
I have zero idea what we're flying.
Well, if you are flying a flag, it is most likely a pirate flag.
Oh,
I
right.
feel like we
Our-
probably
our
would have
ship.
gotten rid of that.
So you're going flagless.
Yeah.
Well, the captain points out, "I notice you're not
He just had-
flying a flag."
Yeah, well, like I said, our flag is on the ship that was stolen from us, and that flag is now the center of that evil, creepy, crazy storm.
So you're saying you have something to do with that storm?
Not really, but we're trying to kill the guy that does.
Interesting, interesting. And what line of work are you lot in?
I kind of look around the group. I'm like, what the hell would we call ourselves?
I'm a performer and they're my posse.
Well, okay. I mean, he is a performer, but that is not how we make our money.
You are my posse.
We're a gang.
I doff my cap and bow. I tell him I'm a wandering romantic.
Yeah, and Shev's just like, he's new. I don't know. We rescued him as well. We are, I guess, adventurers. I don't know. We kind of got brought up into a whole
we
conspiracy and
do some adventuring for coin.
I do it for the love of the game.
I do it for coin.
A lot of coin talk.
Am I doing a
Almost
game?
this whole scenario here makes me think that you lot are pirates.
No.
Convincing.
I mean, that Shev's just like, no.
Roll persuasion.
You do have to roll persuasion.
I am telling the truth, though, but there it is.
Yeah.
It's just, nah.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you rolled an 18, because it's the truth.
Yeah.
Goofing.
At this time, the rest of the crew has come up, including the trio that you rescued, and the captain spots them. He's like, are these the folks that you said need food and supplies?
Yeah, we found them on an island. I forget what it was called. It was surrounded by water zombies, and we killed those.
Ooh, a daring rescue. I'm sorry, I misjudged you or your lot at first. I could have sworn you would be pirates.
We're a weird group.
Do
I
we
say-
look like a bunch of pirates?
I say you're right, and then I chop his head off.
Oh my god.
That would be
Holy
wild.
shit.
Our boat would be sunk within the hour.
Heel turn. I saw the fuck, what's his name? I saw Doug do a heel turn, and I was like, this seems pretty cool.
Damn, that's pretty
Seems
glorious.
sick, actually.
It's
Yeah.
pretty glorious now that I think about it.
Arius just found a regular book, but figured that it would just make him evil.
Would you make me- He's like, oh, I can read now. I'm bad.
Shem just says, so yeah, if we can just restock on mostly food. I looked at Monkey and I'm like, what else do we need? We need food and what?
We need some repair supplies for the ship, since there were some explosions that happened.
Okay. Yeah, we also fought a
Did we do that?
squid.
Two squids. Monkey
Still two
holds.
squids. Sort of one at a time, though.
Yeah, but it was still 2.
Captain says, well, allow my crew here to allow you safe passage through the Presper.
Sweet.
As he yells out some orders to start your escort to port. So they withdraw
That's
from
very
your ship.
nice.
Yeah, you know, if you're not pirates, it certainly helps.
I hope nothing sinister is happening here.
Why would there ever be?
I don't know. We just seem to attract it. Remember the guy who wanted to feed us to a vampire for some reason?
To reawaken his master.
Right. Right.
It was for a good cause.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
And then
Anyway,
left and
guys.
right, Garth.
That was a while ago.
I don't know why I could remember just that name. Add left to a name or right to a name and it's memorable.
Good old doppelganger. Anywho, ship's sail into port and you pull up alongside a dock. Got a little empty space for you.
Shem goes to Monkey and is like, how much do you think we'll need to resupply?
Monkey asks you, how long do you think we'll be at sea? Are we returning to port for good?
The goal is to get to, what was it, Selgaunt or the other S city? I forget which is which. The northern one.
Yes.
Pretty much, probably as soon as possible, but who knows if we'll encounter Storm McGee.
Storm McGee, so we'll get more supplies than we would need for the journey.
Yeah. Always good to be
Restocking.
overprepared.
I
That
would
feels
say
safe.
20 gold to restock on food and supplies.
Alright, I hand him the 20.
Monkey nods his head, calls for Jimmy, and they take off.
Jimmy's the lobster, right?
Yes, former lobster.
Former lobster. I didn't
Also-
is that offensive.
Former person, who is also again a person.
Former and current person.
Right. But he was a lobster.
Was a
In
lobster.
between. In
It's
between
like if
those, yeah.
Trump was a lobster in between his presidencies.
Joe Biden's the lobster.
Joe Biden's the lobster. That explains
Oh,
it.
okay.
Joe
I
Biden.
get it.
Joe Biden.
I get it now.
All
Joe
mixed.
Biden's the lobster, of course.
And Paul is the walrus.
So Monkey and Jimmy set off into the little town. It's not too busy, but there's some folks walking about.
I probably follow shortly behind them because I'm gonna get my own rations.
All right, Shem heads into town. Does anyone else head
Yeah,
into
I'm
town?
going into town.
I
I
would
need some
accompany.
rations.
Goblin will go into town. He has no rations.
Alright, are the hostages gonna stay in town? Like they're not
No,
coming
I think they
on?
said that they want to be dropped off at Selgaunt since we're going there anyways.
That is correct.
Well, how much are they gonna pay us for that?
That's
Say no
not
taxes.
glorious.
Damn.
I mean, I'll
That's
probably
not
maybe
glorious.
before I head off the boat, I go up to the those people and I'm like, I know you said you wanted to come to Selgaunt, which is fine if you do, but we may be detoured by that crazy storm, so maybe it would be safer to find a different ship to take you, but that's up to you.
The trio kind of all look at each other and they're like, well, we'll walk around town, but we'll let you know our answer before you leave.
Okay.
I bet.
Bird up.
Shem
Shem.
also is like, also get your own food and stuff because we're, trying to save money and shit. If you have
They
money.
look at each other and
I
they're
don't
like,
think they have any money.
we don't have any money,
Oh,
unfortunately.
Shem's like, never mind.
I'll get them food.
The priest lady gives a little bow, not furious, praising her lord.
I praise my lord. Whose name is Maestro. Praise Maestro. Praise me.
Praise be. So Sharon sets off to town by himself, question mark.
Oh, I'm going.
Shem just starts walking and whoever follows.
Boblin follows.
As you're walking about, you definitely see that this place is much, much smaller than Emmerich Holt, which has been what you're familiar with recently. You see some small residential sections, a small little main street, few storefronts. You definitely notice a like military presence in the town.
Hmm.
I head to the area that looks like it has the most stores. Looking for foodstuffs.
Foodstuffs.
Boblin walks up to one of the military guys.
Soldier kind of doesn't notice him at first since he's so short.
Mm.
And he kind of stares down and he's just like, oh no, one of them got in, and immediately points his spear at Boblin.
Boblin looks over his shoulder, you know, like, oh, is there someone behind me? He just goes, you need any help getting them?
The soldier looks at his friend who hasn't like fully responded in an aggressive manner, and they're kind of quizzically looking at each other, trying to figure out what a goblin like yourself is doing in this town is. And the original soldier asks you, wait, are you sound you know, civilized? Is that okay to say as he whispers to his friend? And he kind of shrugs his shoulders.
Oh,
You
Boblin just
sound like
goes,
you've assimilated
Yeah.
to white culture.
That's racist, and your chance. What's your
yeah,
Twitter?
Boblin does go, oh, it's a little racist, but I'm just generally a guy looking for romance.
But why are you asking me?
Oh, I actually didn't mean to ask you about that in particular. Unless, and then I sort of like leave it open.
Flutter your eyes.
There is a deep, heavy silence as you leave it open.
Okay,
It's-
well, so what's everyone doing around here?
We're on duty right now. We're just move along.
Okay, yeah. Sounds
Don't
fun.
we'll be watching you. Don't be
These guys are racist. I
You
just
know,
go,
just-
oh, yeah. And I just go, yeah, maybe I'll see you at the bar later.
they kind of just look at each other again. They're like, probably not.
They are not going to any bar tonight.
I just ruined their day. I walk back over to the Shem at the group. I just go, that was productive.
I just said, what was?
Oh, well, I didn't really learn anything, but I had a nice social interaction.
That's good.
Thanks.
Some good bonding there.
Some maybe one-sided bonding.
So eventually you find a like dried food store and get some jerky and whatnot to fill out your rations.
I go up to him and I'm like, how much for I don't know, maybe 10 rations? 10 daily rations?
10 daily rations.
It's
Just
a lot
in
of daily
case.
rations.
You never know.
Day of rations, you know, with a little dried fruit here, a little dried jerky there. 5 silver pieces a ration.
Okay, so that would be. Let's see. So I want.
How many rations do you got?
I could put together, oh, say 50.
Give me the lot.
You're gonna
Well,
buy out my entire store, sir.
If one ration is 5 silver pieces, And then 50 would be 250 silver pieces. What's the conversion from silver to gold?
Just divide by 10.
And then it's 25 gold pieces. I reach into my bag of holding and drop 25 gold pieces, and I say, yes.
Turns over his shoulder and he's like, "Honey, Christmas has come early." And he takes
I give him 26 gold pieces. Some clean him. I give him 27 because that's our number.
Hell yeah.
most generous.
Perfect.
I'll start
Shem,
packing.
who is like kind of standing in front of you at the counter, just kind of like backs up and is like, "Can I have some?"
I chop Shed's head. And I say, no.
He has been struck.
The shopkeep comes back and he's like, "We'll have them all packaged up for you in the hour."
Cool. Are there any like magic shops around this town or island?
Oh no magic shops in Presper Town. We're not exactly
Whoa. They don't like
prosperous.
goblins. They don't like magic.
We're very
Well,
much with
Next thing you know, they're gonna say they don't like music.
the Blue Dragon very much just tolerate us.
Are these guys punishers?
Oh, there's a blue dragon here.
No, the Blue Dragon is the Navy.
Oh.
while we were sailing in, I noticed this big ass black tower thing. What's up with that?
Big ass tower thing. On the little peninsula, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
The one shrouded in fog.
Yeah.
There's the legend says is that a
Oh,
exiled
now the
wizard,
legend says.
exiled wizard from a kingdom from the west resides there currently. But
Yo, is that our exiled wizard?
Oh, imagine it was what was his name, Jeeves?
Yeah.
I turn to the group and I go, "Are we doing you guys want to do a side quest right now?"
Side quest.
Shem just says, "Is his name Jeeves?"
no one knows who he is or what he does.
Hmm.
How long has that been there?
How long? Quite a long time, I think.
Like years, months, weeks?
I'd
Well,
say years for sure.
Okay, so it's not Jeeves.
I mean, we've been playing this campaign for
That
at least a
could-
year.
That could still be.
Yeah.
Jeeves existed before the campaign.
But he was like a city wizard. He was like he like advised the king, I feel like.
It could be
Boblin doesn't
Jeeves'
know
twin
that.
brother. So
Yeah, Boblin doesn't know
I asked the crew. I don't even know that. I didn't know Jeeves.
Yeah, you weren't there.
that. Yeah.
Well, it could be worth talking to a wizard that's wizardy enough to have his own tower. 'Cause
I
he might know how to
continue
kill
to
the
ask the
storm.
shopkeep. Anybody check out that tower? Like, has the Blue Dragons investigated it? Like, what's up with it?
The Blue Dragons don't care much for land-based activities. Outside these walls, it's a bit of a free-for-all in terms of us keeping ourselves safe.
Okay, so has anyone gone and come back from the tower before?
No one's ever returned.
Oh, so people go and they
Whoa.
don't.
Sounds like a
return?
challenge.
You guys all hear ominous music in the background as he says those words.
Jim's was like, "Well, we're probably gonna end up going there."
He's like, "No, wait, no, this wasn't me trying to say you should go. You just asked a question. I don't want
Yeah.
you should get the wrong idea.
Yeah, we'll
Or-
probably be going there. Thanks.
Like, I'm not gonna like give you any money when you come back. Like, this isn't like a,
Yeah, but this
I'm
is
not
just sort of
asking you to.
this is just sort of one of those things that we do.
we just do that for the love of the game, you know.
Yeah, we're just kind of curious. Big tower. How could you not want to check out a big tower? Big wizard tower.
I mean, I guess, but like, I don't know. It seems kind of dangerous.
Yeah, well,
That's
so's
what
the
we did.
ocean.
Yeah, where's your sense of adventure, my guy?
I feel like it should be quite obvious. I run a food shop in a town surrounded by walls.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Do you know if any
Sorry, I
shop in town might have like a seeing eyeglass type thing, like a telescopic thing to help me see farther?
The Navy has monopolized all things ship and seafaring related, so you'd have to go to them.
Who did?
The Navy,
The Blue
Oh.
Dragon.
the Blue Dragons, guys.
Do they have
So
like
they really have a crackdown around here. They really got
what's the
everything.
public opinion of these guys?
We don't love them. We tolerate them. They don't really. Again, like they said, they don't help us beyond these walls.
And their whole thing is just like merkin pirates.
Yeah, merkin pirates. You know,
So I mean that's
crack
good.
down where they can. Yeah, I mean, we haven't been raided by pirates.
Until
the
now.
people that sometimes wander the woods.
What?
Found.
Don't say that, man.
There are orcs and such in these woods, so it can be a little dangerous.
Hmm. Well, we have an
Yeah,
orc, and then
orcs
I
are
just point to Joe
scary.
Mama's.
He's like, oh no, but he's playing Marvel Rivals, so he's a police.
Damn, he's so right.
You can see the
Nah.
superheroes shooting around in his eyes.
I just had the game open, but I'm on my phone. I'm not playing.
So
I'm not
guilty.
playing,
Guys, stop.
guys.
Oh, guys. Oh.
And then we just hear like in the background we hear a voice line and it says, "I don't listen to music. I punish criminals."
The moon haunts you.
What? Is that a voice line? Okay.
Yeah, it's Moon
Yo,
Knight.
have you guys
His
seen
old-
the
Oh, it's
movie
Moon
comic
Knight.
strip where he just fucking eviscerates Dracula?
Yeah.
No.
It's just my favorite.
Absolutely pounds Dracula into the dirt.
So yeah, you guys have an hour before your rations are good to go.
Ready.
You big.
Is there like a I don't know how it wouldn't be a storefront, but is there like a I don't know, like an information board with the Navy or something,
Yeah.
like some place that they have like a desk that I could talk to them?
Yeah, you find a little little cottage in town. Has the insignia of the Blue Dragons out front.
I'm like, I'm sure this will go well, and then I walk in.
You walk in and it almost feels like a visitor center of sorts.
Oh, is it welcoming feeling?
It simultaneously is kind of like a visitor center, but it's not welcoming.
Okay.
Hmm. What does that mean?
Has the layout of the visitor center, but like the person behind the counter just kind of like staring at you in a non-friendly way.
I approach and I say, "Hi, we came here to get some resupplies before we set sail again, and I was wondering if I was asking around if there was any like sort of Navy like products for me to buy, and I was told that really only the Navy has it. I was looking for a seeing eyeglass."
A spyglass, you say?
Yeah.
That's gonna cost you 1,000 gold pieces.
The
What?
fuck?
Whoa.
Yeah, Shem
Whoa.
actually laughs like he's like, "Oh, that's a funny, yeah, good one." and he's like reaching into his pocket for like 2 gold pieces or something. Like, yeah, this ought to do it, right?
He looks at you and he's just like, do you not understand the technological achievement that is the spyglass? 2 gold is laughable.
1,000 gold for some glass.
Yeah,
What?
what?
Wait, was the spyglass just invented like a year ago?
What is this? Did Apple make it? Jim's like, I can't tell if you're serious or if this is like some sort of extortion by Navy thing.
Do you want to roll intelligence or
insight or something?
insight? Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
You get the feeling that the guy behind the counter seems pretty confident in his position.
They've never been questioned. I bet.
Well, I mean, I'm not spending $1,000 on something that makes me see it a little bit further. All right, never mind.
As you leave, you hear a little voiceover in the world that it says, an interesting fun fact is that the spyglass was invented in the year 1608. So if you think
Oh.
about it, this technology is hundreds of years ahead the kind of time period that you're in right now.
Cutting edge.
That's pretty impressive.
Still, though, the amount of
spyglass
like
was
magic you could get for 1,000 gold.
The spyglass was invented in 1608.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck were they
Wow.
using in 1492 when Columbus
Well, I guess-
sailed the ocean blue?
Excuse me, the telescope was invented in 1608. So who knows how long it took them to make it smaller.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'll just use my hands as a tube and pretend.
Hey, I'm just using the player's handbook.
Oh, it's so expensive.
I was kind of shocked when I just looked it up.
That's crazy. But I guess it makes sense, sort of.
He's like, all right, well, if you're not going to buy, run along now.
I already left.
He's just
I'm
talking
not
to an
even
empty
there.
store. All right, so you leave the unwelcome center. What do you guys do?
Let's take an hour-long walk.
I guess maybe find out what else is on this island.
Do we want to learn more about the wizard tower?
Well, I figure we're gonna. It sounds like we kind of want to go there, right? I think that's the general
I feel
consensus.
like we probably do. Yeah.
It's a wizard tower, kind of cool.
Hmm.
But I guess what would be pertinent information would be the things that we'll come across along the way. Unless we just sail there. We do have a boat.
I mean, I think we probably should sail.
Just looks like there's so much stuff here to explore.
Hmm.
What's the consensus?
Yeah.
Is there a place that might, like, we don't have like a map of this place, right?
You do not.
Is there a place that
Should
might
get one.
sell a map with some information?
You can ask around.
Yeah, I'll go back to the food guy who's preparing shit and I'll ask him.
You ask him, he's like, there's no like map of the island. We kind of just have general idea where everything is and the general distances.
Well,
that's
like,
good
what
for you,
is
but
there
not
other
for
than the
us.
tower?
Well, there's a few scattered villages on the western side. There's a big bridge down the middle of the island that kind of separates the all right side with the very, very troubling eastern part of the island. That's very dangerous, and we kind of just leave ourselves alone. We deal with the orcs on the western side, but we just can't get rid of them.
If we were to sail to the eastern side and like rowboat in, would that be extremely dangerous?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't know much about that. I mean, I know the coastline's pretty jagged, but that's about it.
Okay. Shem just goes back to the group and shrugs.
It's not a good sign.
Then he goes back to the guy and he's like, what's up with the volcano? Shem's ADD.
The volcano, that's kind of where the orcs live.
Oh.
Kind of in and around that area.
That's not that far.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're a nuisance.
Shem just like calls out to the group while standing in front of this guy. He's like, should we go and like kill all the orcs? Like all of them?
I look at Joe Mamas.
Except him.
I look away from Joe Mamas.
No.
Shem's
I'm
like,
actually a
yeah,
half-orc.
just throwing ideas out there.
Yeah, Joe Mamus is a half orc.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
he would
sorry.
only half care if we killed
Yeah.
all of the orcs.
You kind of look all the same to me.
Wait, are the orcs like
Now who's
sticks? Like, are we just killing them?
Because we're all green.
I'm also green.
And you look like kind of an orc too.
I seem offended by that.
That
Little
goblin
orc.
comes up to your like thigh, Joe Mamas.
Well, I look nothing like a goblin, so
I agree.
who would want to be a goblin?
Ooh.
Shots fired.
The store keeps like, guys, can you take this outside?
Yeah, there's about to be some racial hatred.
I didn't say that at you. I just said it to myself.
Yeah, but out
I
loud.
don't care if you heard it.
But out.
No, Goblin is magnanimous, and he does not take too much offense, but he will remember for later.
Is there like a tavern in this town?
Yeah, there's one.
Can you point it out?
We could probably get some more info at the tavern.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, the tavern's called Moore's Door.
Moore's Door.
Store. Mordor?
No, Moore's Door.
Moore's Door.
Shem just
Oh.
says Moore's Door as he walks away.
All right, I guess we're going to Moore's Door. Boblin does want a stiff ale and to talk to see those guardsmen that he talked earlier.
You walk into Moore's Door. It's getting late at this point. You guys picked up all of your rations, so you have the 50 rations now.
So how are we? Are you just carrying all of the rations?
I feel like we should get them shipped to the boat. No.
Yeah, maybe. Also, maybe have some like carry some like individual, just so you have them. Like, what if we all like took like 3 and then put the rest on the boat? Yay, nay.
Oh yeah, I mean I think that's
Sorry,
a
what's
fine
going on?
idea. We're talking about what to do with the rations. The
'Cause
50
you have 'em
rations
all.
that you bought.
They're mine.
It's true, they are.
They are.
That is
That's
true.
one hungry boy.
You think these gain by themselves?
Fury takes 2 rations per every one for everyone else.
I mean, yeah, I could just keep them.
Well, I thought maybe, I mean, we could store a lot of them on the boat, and then maybe split the rest up amongst us just in case we end up in a situation where we are days away from the boat.
Okay.
How many do you think we should take each? How many days away from the boat would be likely to happen?
No more
3,
than
5.
3. Yeah, 3 or 5. Well, let's do 4 rations each.
4 rations each. All right.
That's 28 rations between the 7 of us.
And then the rest go on the boat.
22 rations will remain on the boat.
All right.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Sounds like a good plan. Anyway, you guys enter Moore's door after settling the ration situation. And since
Oh,
it's
Mac, since Frank isn't here, can you just open his character sheet and put in 4 rations?
can do.
And Adam.
And Adam.
We need it both.
How much do rations weigh?
A
I
good
have it
amount.
set to 2 pounds.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. He's got 4.
Oh, there is one other thing I would want to buy in town.
An evil book.
Well, close. Just a notepad, like a book that I could draw
A
in.
good book.
Because I want to draw all of our enemies.
Smart.
What is it?
Yeah,
it's super smart.
Oh,
it's
for scrying.
Scry. Yeah.
I thought it was just for fun.
It's a little bit for both. Because I have this artist quill pen. Might as well have some, like a journal of all of the people we hate.
Oh, you've been reading anything good? Yeah, people I hate.
Yeah, I haven't been reading, I've been writing, and it is drawings of people I hate. Take a look.
Can't wait till you're like mid conversation where somebody says something wrong and then you just slowly take everything.
Just pull out the book and start drawing them.
And it just means that I'm gonna spy on them. And maybe
At
enter
some
their
point in the
dreams.
future.
You've made the book.
You do not want to be in Sheb's book, I promise you.
Yeah, there's a little like odds and ends store that you can pick up a little paperback.
Yeah, I want whatever has like the most pages, because Shem has plans for many drawings.
That's gonna cost you 5 gold pieces.
All right. Just have like a nice like leather binding, like kind of
you wanted
spooky.
The nice one, that's going to cost you extra.
How much?
It's going to be 10 gold for the nicer one.
All right.
So now you guys enter Moore's door. To like a lively tavern scene. You know, there's a little music playing.
Mhm.
A little bard in the corner.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm deeply offended.
You're getting shown up.
I'm upset, and I'm making it abundantly clear to everybody that I'm upset.
I see how upset he is, and I chop the guy's head.
Yeah, get rid of that guy's head.
Damn.
It's just like some young guy playing a flute.
And then all of a sudden, a 6'9"
A sword comes out of nowhere and lops the head off.
Shem goes up to Aoife and he's like, you know that music can be like something you do with people.
Not when you're already perfect.
Oh, got his
I
ass.
mean, how perfect can one? How many instruments can you play at once?
I don't need multiple instruments.
What if
I can?
What if?
I can make.
What if
I can
what
make
if?
beautiful.
What if your
music
audience
with
wants you
one
to
instrument.
have it?
Well, then they're wrong.
Maybe you're wrong.
They don't know what they want. I'm here to
Does-
show them what they need.
Oh, that's deep.
You'd
does
be
that
a
damn
you'd be a
like
terrible modern day comedian. You'd be one of those guys.
He would fit right in because he would make, he's
You'd
made
be one of
content, people
one of
don't like
all
it,
of
and they
them.
blame, and he blames the audience.
Yeah, it's your fault. that you
Forget
don't like
art
my
is about
content.
getting away with it. Forget that. It's art is whatever the fuck I say it is.
I'm very Allen. I don't give a fuck.
The barkeep calls out as you guys have immediately had this conversation upon entering Moore's door.
About art.
About what art is.
Do you guys want a drink or something? You coming in?
Boblin is like already sitting in front of him. You just can't see him. No, sir. I would like a scotch on the rocks.
It is Madam and
Oh, madam, my apologies.
He's gender blind.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
can't see over the bar.
It's just sexist as hell.
He just can't see over the bar. It's just short.
He thinks everybody's trans.
She says, "What can I get you there, short lad?"
Scotch on the rocks, please.
Scotch on the rocks.
Mm,
I mean-
yes.
That's well, for one, we don't have ice.
No
Right.
ice.
No.
Why?
I chop her head off.
Well, for one,
How dare you?
how would I have ice?
I don't know.
Well,
How would you have ice? I mean,
I don't. That's. I mean, if you have the answer to this, I'm all ears. But that
do
we
I?
serve, we serve beer, and we serve ale, and we serve lager.
Beer, ale, and
Mm-hmm.
well, that's interesting. I'll have lager then.
She goes to the one spout in the back of the bar and pours you a drink.
Well, let me get one of those singular spout.
She goes back, gets you another. It's gonna
Love a
run
good
you
nondescript drink.
2 silver pieces. A pour.
I give her silvers.
Take your silver. How's the lager?
It's not bad.
All right, I'll take.
I asked the barkeep, I go, "Where'd you get this guy?" And I point towards the bard.
Oh, him? He's just a young lad in town that we all know, and sometimes he stops by and plays us a little music, livening up the place a bit. It's nice.
Yeah, you can tell he's not truly committed to the craft.
Wow. I was. Jeez. Wow, this guy's spot up.
I
Eva
mean,
kind of sucks.
he works with his dad, who is a fisherman in town, and he spends a lot of time out on the boat, trying his best to help out the family business.
His heart isn't truly there. I get it.
I don't agree with you. Despite all
I
the,
don't agree with you. It's so diplomatic.
he's
I
just
disagree.
yeah. It's just like when he can find the time, he plays and he loves it. I mean, what more do you want out of music?
I mean,
He's
if you
such a-
are a true musician, a man of the notes, you dedicate your life to it. There is no in between.
That sounds like a lonely life.
Shem's also
I
like,
mean,
haven't
look at
you
me.
been like
I'm not
fighting
lonely.
and stuff a lot recently? Like not music.
Yeah, and how do I fight, Shem?
Some of it is music.
It is all music.
Boblin's nodding along. But you can't tell the what side of the argument. It's just
Shem is just drawing furiously in his book.
who's he drawing?
Just everyone from memory, from our past. He's got to catch up.
Oh yeah, but Aoife tells the barkeep is like, you can let the young man know if he ever needs any pointers, he can come to me.
You would do that? Oh, he would be so thrilled.
I'm a very generous man. I want as many people to be as loving with music as I am, because you don't get as many people like.
I think he's gonna finish his set soon. If you wouldn't mind sitting down with him for a little bit.
I can.
So few musicians come through town.
Mace, what's the volcano?
Taking a young man under my wing. Miss, what's a volcano?
How would you answer that question?
A mountain with lava, is it?
It's yeah, what he said, but yeah, it's to the north. Well, what do you what?
Awfully close.
Yeah, I mean it's closer than we'd like it, but home's home.
Interesting.
Helps with the farm soil and all that.
They scare me.
Volcanoes scare you?
Yeah.
Oh, have you never been to a volcano before?
No. Well, it was nice talking to you. I
Well,
think I'm gonna go over in the corner.
oh, I was gonna have to ask you for deception because you literally have been to a volcano before.
Oh, is the dragon
yeah.
in a volcano?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, Pavlin just lies without really thinking about
For
it.
no
Leaves.
reason.
Yeah.
Do you lie?
Yeah. Why not?
Roll deception. That was like Bob was first.
Just dead, straight face. Nothing. Just no.
Wow. Yeah, no, I hear you have to be pretty brave to approach a volcano. You never know when they're just gonna, you know.
Yeah, explode, right?
Shem
Yeah.
is like half listening to this, and he's like, "Volcano. We were in a volcano a couple days ago," and then goes back to drawing.
Oh yeah, we were.
Boblin looks at the bartender and just goes, "That is interesting."
I'm confused. Have you or have you not been to a volcano?
Not to my knowledge.
Killed a dragon in a volcano a couple days ago. Shem calls out again. Just drawing.
Just Boblin's facial expression has not changed. So, so Miss, what's the wizard?
Well,
I like the way he words things.
I think I might have to wash some dishes in the back now.
Okay, that sounds fun.
It's great talking to you.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. And she turns and walks away.
That was productive. Right, Shem?
Shem's like, huh?
Right, Aoife?
Scribbling.
Yeah, Boblin just kind of taps his feet against the stool. He's like
The,
waving them up back and forth.
The flutist ends his set. You know, a few people in the crowd clap, and he walks off, takes a seat, takes a little swig of his drink.
I think that's your opening.
I feel like that's Aoife. Aoife, that's you.
Oh what? That's what I get.
It's like we're doing like a school play, and it's like, Eva, it's your line.
The young musician is just just said.
I make eye contact with him, and I like beckon him over. Like, hey, buddy, come talk to me.
He looks over his shoulder and he's like, "Oh, who me?" And then he quickly grabs his drink and shuffles over, and he's just like, "Oh, nice to meet you there. What's your name?"
I mean, do you need to ask? It's me, Aoife.
Aoife.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't need. You can like hold back your cheers for the very world famous, renowned across all the realm, bard. You know, I'm not. It's not every day you bump into me. I get that you're a little starstruck.
Oh no, I mean, look, Presper is pretty behind the times, so forgive me if your sensation has not swept our nation.
I like this. I turn to whoever is next to me. I go, I like him.
It's Boblin, but he's staring off like out a window towards the volcano.
Still tapping his feet to the music.
Still tapping his feet to the music that stopped.
I put my hand on the young bard's shoulder and I go, my friend, I gotta give you this one piece of advice. I can see that you have talent, raw talent.
Oh,
you need to abandon everything that you hold dear in life and pursue this 100%. When I did this, I became the most known bard in all the world. And if you do this, you can also be like me.
What do you mean by abandon everything and go on to the music?
You need to just leave. Stop what you're doing now and just join the world. Become a citizen of the world.
My dad's getting like older though, so my family kind of relies on me to.
I haven't seen my family since I was 5.
And how does that make you feel?
I feel great. I'm so world renowned, dude.
Roll persuasion.
Eva's lying to himself.
The bard sits there and he's like, I hear what you're saying, but it would be so hard to just leave my family, you know.
I understand that these worldly bound the chains that bind you to this island. I understand, but when you free yourself of those chains, you will truly feel the most liberated ever.
Well,
And you need to forget everything. Leave everything in the past. Never return. If you even think for a second of returning, you will ruin your life.
What the fuck of advice is this? Terrible.
Shem just walks by and is like, nobody's ever heard of Aoife until he was in our group, and then just walks away.
Shut up, Shem.
Fact checking over there, and the bard's like, do you have any technical advice to go along with all this?
It might be more helpful.
He was like, well, I got this lyre here. I don't know are you able to even play an instrument as complex as a lyre with your little flute?
Oh, my family could never afford a lyre. This flute I play has been passed down for generations.
All right. Well, I guess I'll have to show you on a slightly more primitive instrument, of a tool of music. I pull out my recorder. And I go, not many people know this song. So I'm gonna show it to you. And I need you to use this song to build your love of music and your true connection.
Okay, I'm ready. I fucking knew it. I was just, as soon as he said no, I'm like, this guy's gonna play hot cross buns. But the bard there, he sits there and he's just like, oh, I've not what is that melody?
This, my friend, is hot crossed buns.
Oh. He takes his flute and he tries to do the same progression, and he struggles at first terribly.
Yeah, I work with him. I understand that it's very difficult to learn such a difficult song.
You go with him for a bit and he's starting to get it. He's got a big smile on his face and he's just like, oh man, it's been so long since I've learned a new song.
He just pats him on the back. He says, look at you, young man. Now let me tell you a story about hot cross buns. Where the fuck is this? I have a lot of songs to... Oh, there it is. And when I finish, I show him my recorder and I go, this is the recorder.
Oh my, you have 2 recorders.
No, the recorder I'm playing on is the recorder.
Oh, yes, of course. That's a pretty sick recorder.
Yeah.
And you got that from a desert hag?
Yeah, dude.
Singing about what was that, Wiggleboot? His story.
I shed a... Yes, my dear friend Wiggleboot.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Would you like to hear the story?
Oh, yes, please.
I gotta play the Battle of Wiggleboot Thunderbomb.
At this point, like, the crowd's like getting into you, throwing out your hits now.
Well, of course. Well, why wouldn't they be? I'm the best.
He is actually good at performing.
The best part is, these aren't even my performance rolls. These are plus 11s. My performance is plus 12.
Damn.
I'm a performer.
The man can play.
The man can play.
He's just like, wow, this has been the best night I've ever had.
Oh wow, this poor kid.
Aoife points at his chest and he says, yet.
Yeah.
You will have better days in the future when you abandon every single thing that you ever loved and hit the road.
Abandon everything, but you loved Wiggleboot. I felt it in that song.
Oh, but you find these new loves on the road. That's why my life has been so amazing.
I mean, it's kind of true.
Yeah, I mean, this is what Aoife believes.
I mean, there's something to be said for an artist getting out there.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. He's just like, I'll have to think about it. I'll have to see, when would be a good time for me to do that. I'm sure one day.
Boblin.
I understand why you hesitate.
Boblin phases back into reality. Turns, looks at Aoife, and the boy looks at the flutist and goes, "Hey, mister, what's with the wizard?"
What's a volcano?
The
They're
wizard,
scary.
you mean that guy who lives in the tower on the other side of
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, him.
Legends has it that he experiments on people that approach his tower.
That sounds fun.
Oh,
Very spooky.
Yeah, no, so we don't even dare to approach near.
we should ask him what kind of stuff he's learned.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Shiv has no sense of the danger in that.
No, he does terrible things. He turns people into frogs, frogs into people. It's crazy.
we
Well,
have we
someone
got
whose dad is a frog.
just like that. He was a lobster. Now he's a person. Before he
Yeah,
was a
then we have-
lobster, he was a person.
Then we have a young lady whose father is a frog.
Yeah, we got a lot of that going around.
She's part frog.
I mean,
Dad's
I've never
he's the
seen her
Godfrogger.
face, so I don't really know what she is.
We've never really solved the mechanics of that.
Isn't she here? She's like here, but facing a wall.
Yeah, she's just
Yeah.
She's
in the
buffering.
corner. You can only see the red eyes from her dread
She
Yeah, we
looks
just
so
point.
scary.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that
she have,
demon
like, a
child over
rock
there, his
floating
father
around
is a
her head
frog.
now?
She's the rock too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have her and Brick Shitter like playing chess or something.
Yeah.
Patty cake.
What side quest are we doing? I look at the group,
I think the wizard.
ignoring the flutist.
The wizard, I think, sounds.
I mean, the wizard is the most likely to like maybe result in something magical that can help us fight a magic storm. But the volcano is close.
I mean, we could do it on the way.
We don't really know if the volcano is anything but a volcano,
Yeah, just
like
Yeah,
a
we don't-
naturally occurring volcano.
Yeah, but we could go and kill all the orcs.
We could go and kill them.
The whole side.
I mean, we
agenda.
could go around town and see if anyone has a problem with these orcs and if they want to pay us to get rid of them.
She's
Yeah,
like, that's a good
we don't
idea, but I
necessarily have to
was
do
gonna
it
just
for
go kill him.
Yeah, but we can get paid for it.
Shim just starts drawing orcs.
Oh yeah, before we leave, I say, young man, what is your name to the young bard?
man.
Oh, my name is Jay.
Jay. Well, that's a good name. It's called no last name. You always got to go with just a name.
No, my family's too poor.
To have a last name.
I dig that.
You have to pay for last names.
Oh,
You should write a song about that.
We just always assumed.
But Aoife points to Jay and he goes, "Find me when you're rich and famous."
You know what, Aoife? I will, and we will play together.
And I say, and don't forget, abandon everything that you love in your life, and then you'll get famous.
But Aoife, I love music.
Well, no, the music you never abandon. Come on, dude.
Oh, I'm silly.
That was stupid of you.
I'm silly.
I returned.
I'll never forget you, Aoife, as you walk away.
I'll never forget you too. What was his name?
I think it was. No. What was it?
Was it Jay?
That's why I wanted to say gay, but I couldn't.
I knew you wanted to say gay. Yeah, so you guys are at the tavern hanging out.
I guess if it's, we should probably, whatever we're gonna do, we should decide to do first thing in the morning.
You see a couple of soldiers pop their heads in and immediately leave.
Shem's
Goblin had
"Oh."
begun to wave at them, and then as
Shem's
they
like,
left,
what the
he's,
fuck was
"Oh,
that?
bye. Those are my friends."
Why'd they leave?
I'm sure they just forgot about something. They were being a little racist earlier, though.
Well, so were you, weren't you?
Huh?
Yeah,
Mm.
towards orcs.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I don't remember that.
Shem
You
starts
also didn't
trolling
remember
you.
being in a volcano.
Joe and the volcano, or whatever that movie's called.
So what you guys doing?
I feel like we gotta decide what side quest.
I guess we
night's
should
getting
figure
late.
out if we want to sail to the tower or walk to the tower. How far I go is the young lad still around that we were talking to?
Yeah, he's just about to
Okay.
get back up on stage for his final set.
Shem's like, how well do you know this island?
Like I know the waters around Pressburg town pretty good with all the fishing I've done with my dad.
So not very far outside of that.
Oh no, that's scary.
Okay. Would you have any idea how, like, roughly how long it would take to get to the wizard's tower by foot?
Oh, by foot? I mean, if you somehow managed to survive that treacherous walk. I don't know, day and a half.
It's not
That's
bad.
not that bad.
It's
You
not a
might
very
want to
big
just
map.
do that instead of sail. Keep the boat safe. Day and a half out, so that 3-4 days. Put it
Okay,
to a
so we're
vote.
gonna go to the wizard tower, I guess.
I think so, right? It seems the most relevant
Yeah.
to being potentially useful.
Yep. I agree. Let's go to the wizard tower.
All right. So I guess we don't have to. Is this even a hotel? I don't even know. But we could just go back to the boat to sleep.
It is not an inn. It is only a tavern
Okay.
here at Moore's door.
Well, Shem closes his little book. You could
I'll be
if
right
you
back.
if you, I guess we'll just walk. Maybe take extra rations, not just 4.
Just fly. Can't you just fly and we sit on your back?
Yeah, I could fly and carry all of you.
Like Appa. Appa, yip yip.
I wish we had an Appa. Wonder if there will be any trolls at the bridge that we can brutally murder.
Hey, why?
Why
We've gotten
trolls?
better.
What the
I mean,
trolls ever do to
that's
us?
the last time we came across trolls. We brutally murdered them.
Where's the bridge?
Sure, they were friendly.
Yo, I have so many fun songs.
You have what?
There it is. So many songs.
Oh.
Also, everyone sees Aoife just like scribbling away in his little tunes book and busts out this new banger.
Oh shit, you got a little book too?
Oh yeah, that's where I write my song.
I'm back. I just had to say goodnight to Emma.
Aoife has a new song.
Ballad of Jay.
If you look over Shem's shoulder and into the book that he's been scribbling in, you'll see that there's already like a table of contents and like it's very well organized, super like amazing font, like calligraphy, separating
learned how
sections
to
of
write.
like enemies, allies, deceased, all the like a bunch of categories, and then the beginnings of drawings.
Extensive.
And on the cover he's sort of etched in with the tip of the pen. It says Shem's Book of Scry and Dream. And you're all in it.
Goblin sees no problem with that.
Shem doesn't even think that it's creative, so he's like showing you guys, like, look at the drawing I made of you that I'm going to use to maybe spy on you at some point or enter your dreams.
Are they good drawings?
Oh, they're amazing.
They're very good drawings.
It's the magic pen that I have.
Oh, right. So wow, you really got all my features.
I even got your kind of like lonely sadness. I captured that.
You really did.
Anyway, you were saying something, Shem, before I.
What was I?
Now we're going to the tower.
Yeah, I think just first
feel
thing
like it was
in the
about
morning,
going
go to the tower, probably on foot. Keep the boat safe.
Jay finishes his set, and the tavern's beginning its last call.
Shem heads back to the boat.
Back to the boat.
Aoife says goodbye to Jay. He says, I'll see you in the future when you're rich and famous and you have left all of your worldly possessions behind you. Except for that little flute, I guess.
Jay puts a thumbs up, and he kind of like hesitates at that last bit, but like he stays positive.
I mean, I told him he could keep the flute.
When Shem walks by him, he's like, I put you in my book, and then you just very briefly get to see an immaculate drawing of him himself.
Oh my god, that's what I look like.
And then I'm gone.
That guy travels with just the best artists in the world. I wonder what the rest of them can do.
Cut off heads.
I'm really good at cutting heads off.
Carry a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Not good on
Summon
a
a
pirate,
frog.
Summon a god
Yeah.
frogger.
I just hit the damage to sea shanty too. It's just pirate.
0 pirate.
It's pretty low on pirate.
That is very low on pirate.
Well,
Could be the negatives.
Just a 0. It's just there
Yeah.
so I can know what song it is by the summary, because the ballad of usually takes up most of.
It does. To do that, it's a shot in the dark.
Yeah, going through my
What a
sheet.
pain in the ass.
And so even sometimes the the description is still pretty unclear.
Yeah, me.
It's been a while since
Well,
I've
so
worked the Rungus.
Yeah.
You guys head
We're
back to the ship.
off to see the wizard.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to sleep first. Unless
Yeah.
you're
Oh, yeah.
journeying at night.
No.
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 Wait, can I say I did something before we left while Jay was doing his final performance of the night?
Yes, you may.
Could I have given him bardic inspiration so he put on the best performance of his life?
Yes, you can. Jay, just
Wow, you're so kind.
riding on that high. Not even believe in his own fingers.
Love that boy. I hope he abandons all of his worldly possessions and joins the road.
Become a monk. Music monk.
A
No.
monkey.
Just becomes a musician.
Becomes a monkey. Becomes a monkey.
I am become monkey, destroyer of
Just like the band, the monkey.
banana.
Alright, you guys are back on the ship. Nestled into your little bunks and such.
I guess I fill the captain in on the plan, and that he'll stay at port for a couple days while we go and check out this tower, and keep an eye on your sending stone just in case we need an emergency pickup out there or something.
I could use a little siesta.
Yeah, you've earned it.
I haven't slept in a week.
he doesn't really ever sleep.
It's all part of the job.
He's got like a cocaine stash somewhere.
It's just, it takes so much energy to keep up my positive demeanor.
Right.
You have a positive demeanor? Boblin asks, like, just genuinely, he wants. Do you think that?
Well, from what I could be, absolutely there, little goblin.
Oh,
Shem's like, yeah, me
Okay.
too.
And he's just like, I'm going to bed.
I gotta learn to be more positive, like the captain, I guess.
The next
shoot.
morning arrives. Sun is shining, the birds are chirping. You hear distant yelling across the port as ships come in.
Alright. Gather up your gear.
And everyone subtract 1 ration.
Oh, well, we have the ship.
Yeah.
Why don't we subtract it from the ship?
Did the tavern have food?
That no one ordered any.
Wait, did we all get rations from that?
We're all holding 4 rations, but then we're storing the rest on the boat. I figure if we're on the boat, we eat the food. Didn't also Monkey get supplies?
I suppose he did get some food supplies.
So that would be separate from rations, right?
All right, you guys can dip into your ship supplies.
It's better just so that we should honestly probably. Well, let's see. We have 4 days worth of rations.
Did we just retroactively say we got food at the tavern?
Yeah, well, I think we could do that.
Well,
I
even-
give up 5 gold pieces for that.
All right, you guys grab a little breakfast at the tavern.
Oh, I see. All right. Should we be carrying more than 4 days worth of rations, do you guys think? Like, if it's a day and a half to get there, we may end up doing the day and a half trip back, but also we may encounter some delays.
Hmm.
Can
We could
we
always.
fish while we're on the boat? Do we have fishing supplies?
I was gonna
Maybe
say
we
we
only
could
have
always
one
use my
fishing
fishing rod.
You have a magical fishing rod.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to catch something.
I mean, if
One
we
thing.
do it in a small body of water, maybe it won't be that threatening.
Should only get like a couple of actual fishing rods and fishing nets.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, normal ones. We don't.
Shem doesn't think he needs one because he's got the god of all fishing rods.
Yeah, things really helped us out a bunch.
I don't know that it has, but it's been fun. there's got to be like fishing supplies around here, right?
Yeah, there must be. Support city.
Do you look?
Yeah.
You find. See a little fishing shop by the ports.
Shem just looks at Fury and points.
I go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, I go, and then you were gonna say something, but I see.
It did sound like that.
I also was like, where's he going?
I go inside the fishing shop.
You walk in, you see a pretty gruff man standing behind the counter. He's just like, now I see that you're a fisherman.
Is he? I go. Not really, but I need some stuff, and you look like you
Oh.
got some stuff.
Oh yeah, we can make you a fisherman. What you need?
How many rods should I get?
Are
4
you
or
asking
5?
me?
No, I'm
you,
asking.
Probably like 2 or
you
3.
should- you should buy as many as you want.
I don't know that we need
Infinite.
any more than 2.
Don't we have a lot of mouths to feed?
You do kind of.
That's true.
I'm gonna get 4 rods and 2 nets.
2 nets, okay.
How
Probably
much
need
will that
some
run
bait,
me?
right?
Yeah, and some bait and some line, I guess.
All right, so you want 2 rods, 2 nets, and all the tackle that comes with it.
Sure.
Tackle.
That's gonna let's make that 5 gold pieces for everything.
I give him 6. I like the cut of your jib.
What?
That's the boy. Good fortune for your fishing, son.
6. So that's 2 rods or 4 rods, 2 nets, some tackle. The fuck is tackle?
The
Bait.
lures and shit.
Or,
Tackle is bait or lures?
Well, I guess it's probably lures.
I think it. Yeah.
Well, the tackle's all inclusive.
I don't know what tackle means.
When you someone on the
Shem
ground.
tackles you to the ground.
That's what it means.
That's where I've heard it before.
It's tackle. It's like your
I
the
think
stuff
that
you use for fishing.
I think it's lures because don't they usually say bait and tackle?
Yeah.
How
I
much,
think it's
how
lures.
much bait do I have?
Which baiting we do.
I mean,
Well, lures are reusable.
yeah. Like you don't need bait. Do you want bait?
Yeah,
You want like a little pile of worms?
sure.
What's a bait?
You walk back in and he's just like, I bet you want worms, don't you?
Yeah, brother.
That looks like a man that wants worms.
Wow, he knows you so well.
Cut 2 is just RFK Jr.
Oh, no.
Starts plucking the worms out of his head. He just below the counter and just kind of takes a fistful of dirt and places it on the counter, and the worms are kind of wriggling about.
Yeah, you got a container for this?
A container. Look at all that dirt.
Look at all that dirt.
As
Do you
someone who
expect
just
me
put
to-
paprika in my magic bag, you could do that.
It seems like can I get like a box or a little tin or like?
Well, I mean, I was gonna have these worms beyond the house, but if you want a tin,
I mean, I gave you an extra gold piece, so
I gave you free worms. I thought we were even.
one gold piece
Man,
equals a
inflation's
fistful of
high.
worms.
Kindness for another kindness.
This guy
Okay.
feels like he's a con man.
A little bit. Little bit.
Yeah, just
I give
take the fistful of worms.
that's even though I bathe in the blood of my enemies, that's like kind of gross.
Yuri's one weakness is his worm grossness.
Like, yeah, they're slimy and wriggly.
You cut off
and it's-
people's heads regularly, but holding
I
a
only
worm.
have 8 heads.
Yeah, that counts as regularly. Or at least
I have
frequently.
8 heads and like 2 tentacles. I go, I don't want the I don't want the worms. Weird. I'm weirded out by this dude now.
Shem just
Yeah.
puts the worms in his bag of holding.
I go,
Dirt and all.
okay, I guess that settles that then. You have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
I
Kind
will.
of just stares you down as you leave. Little like smile on his face. He's just kind of nodding.
This
I don't
dude's
like
a
this
freak.
guy. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this man.
I mean, the first thing he said when you re-entered the store was, I bet you're looking for some worms. Like, what if you weren't? Really took a risk there of seeming like a wackadoodle.
Yes, I
Alright,
think that settles that.
let's skedaddle.
Skadoodle, skedaddle. We've got a wizard to see.
Yeah, and maybe kill, maybe not. Who knows?
You guys walk
feel
to
like
the
that's how we-
gates of the town. Doors slowly open for you, thanks to the guards. You step out, and the doors slowly close behind you. You're now on a road. No one really on the road but you.
Mighty quiet
Shem
out
just
here.
starts walking. Totally like no concern whatsoever.
Do you take a left? Do you take a right?
You know which way.
Well, I mean, Shem would know that he wants to go east, and he would roughly know which way that is. So whatever way that is.
All right, you head east. Walk
Heading
along.
Left or right, Matt?
How about we end the session there?
Oh,
Oh, look who's decided to show up.
Chat.
I didn't even hear the
beep.
notification noise.
He,
Oh, I heard-
he
I heard-
literally he joined as Matt said. This is where we're gonna end the session.
Oh, nice. Sick.
Just in time.
This is a pretty island.
Yeah.
that's what
we're
I
gonna
said.
Explore it.
Is Presper?
Prosper.
Yeah.
Come to Prosper and prosper.
Yeah, exactly. I hope we prosper at Presper. Is that our ship? Did we crash here?
No.
You
We did not
crashed
crash.
several times.
Yeah. We bought a new ship, crashed it. Bought a new ship, crashed it.
Yeah, so you guys end the session walking down the road, going to the wizard.
We're off
What
to
the fuck
see
is up
the
with that compass
wizard.
rose? It has no directions on it. Why does the compass rose have no directions?
You know
Because
what
every
the directions
direction
are.
is
direction.
You know
prosper.
up is north.
But no, that's the point. is Sometimes up isn't north.
You know.
You know it's north.
Come on, Adam. This is simple
You're right.
stuff.
You guys are right. You guys are
Up
right.
is north unless said otherwise.
You should know better.
Is that
There's that better.
fucking the Eye of Sauron?
That's where we're going.
No, it's a wizard's
Jeez.
tower.
No, I think he's talking about the volcano.
No, I was talking about this.
No,
Uh,
the Eye of Sauron is in Mount Doom.
No, I think he's talking
Yeah.
about the
Oh,
bridge
and there is
here.
Mount Doom too. And
No,
that's the
actually,
bridge
that's
of Elrond. Is that a
the
thing?
Mayan
Or is that
Elrond.
Zelda?
Elrond Hubbard.
that's actually Moore's door.
Where's the door?
We could also go to the Mayan temple over here.
Is that the Tomb of Annihilation?
It relocated. It had to close down after a couple of guys came in and killed everything.
That's where Frank's dad lives now. Yeah,
Good sesh.
Pressburn.
We prospered.
Good sash.
Good sesh.
Yeah,
Brick
you're
sugar.
integral.
Suddenly awakes on the boat, realizing that they left without him, and runs off to join.
Was it a big like tactics day, or was there fighting?
It was mostly
No,
just
really.
resupplying and figuring out what we want to do next.
What we want to do next. Yeah.
All
And
right.
what we decided on is there's a wizard in this tower, and that wizard is probably not a great guy, but we're gonna see if
We're gonna go meet him.
he's got
Yeah.
anything that he could give us, whether it's against his will or otherwise.
Are we stopping at places on the way, or are we just going straight there and then?
We're
it
We'll
Probably gonna end up
probably be
stopping.
interrupted by something because
there's
apparently this island
place,
is quite
there's
dangerous.
This thing, like we can go to this little river crotch.
You missed. I told the guy to abandon everything in his life and what's it called? Pursue
Oh, yeah.
music.
That might have been half the session, honestly.
Yeah, that was a decent chunk.
Was he good?
He was alright.
All right.
Yeah, he
Hope
wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
I don't even
was it?
think we asked Matt once if he was any good.
That's
Yeah, you
why
just
I need
were-
to be here, guys. You're signing shitty artists to our label.
Oh, he's not signed to the label. He
Oh,
has
and I
to
got a
abandon
book that
everything
I'm
in his
drawing
life.
everyone in so that I can use it so that I can enter people's dreams.
Did you enter
You
anybody's
know,
dreams last
he
night?
does.
That's a
Usual
good
stuff.
question.
What are you talking about, Freddie?
Actually, yeah, I entered into Brickshitter's dreams last night, and I did the exact same rigmarole that I put
What the
Giovanni through, except at the end, it's me, and I'm just there to tell him what we did today. Just give him a.
Good. A little flashback episode. Canon.
You just have like a
You want
whole
me to-
kind of nightmarish walk through a forest. You think you're about to get attacked by wolves, but then it's just me sitting on a rock, and you also really enjoyed the moss.
Do you want me to read the script right now?
Do you want to?
I don't even know. How did you send it to me? Oh, yeah, here it is.
Go ahead.
I don't need to read all. You dream of a dense, hilly woodland.
Wait, what? What's happening?
It's strangely quiet.
Chem is in Brickshitter's dream.
Yeah, this is last
Oh,
night's
no.
dreams.
For the sound of wind passing through the branches and leaves.
Why is Matt's voice getting me bricked up?
You're
I'm scared.
alone,
I want to be picked
barefoot.
up.
and you haven't got any supplies. Daylight passes through the thick canopy, making an otherwise eerie scene into something more serene. A light fog obscures the pine needle riddled ground. Every step makes a brash sound. You hear a howl. It's far, but not far enough. Behind you, you hear sounds of quick-footed scampering. Whatever it is, there's more than one. You remain still as the group passes, obscured by brush and the trunks of ancient trees. When the sound of the pack have faded into the distance, you have an opportunity to act. Well, Brickshitter,
Do you act?
do you act?
Follow them? What is my act? I don't know what the act is.
Do you?
Like, am I
You're just
putting on a
standing-
show? Doing Shakespeare? Like, what
Yeah,
is
just
my
what
act?
do you do?
What do you do?
To be
I
or
guess
not to be.
I guess I follow the scurries.
As you walk, the crunching of pine needles beneath your feet is suddenly replaced by a soft squish. The damp coolness of moss provides a comfortable reprieve from the harshness of pine.
Oh.
The fog grows thicker but remains low to the ground. You take a few more steps into the moss. You really like the sound it makes. Squish, squish,
I don't like this.
squish.
Is it green or is it
Absolutely enamored
Green?
by the fucking moss. You start
green
skipping
bongs?
and jumping around like a child in a puddle until splash. You've slipped off the mossy patch and into a small knee-deep pond which has been obscured by the fog. The quiet gurgles of a gentle creek passing through this pond creates a truly tranquil environment. No longer distracted by the funny moss sounds, you remember that you are alone in the woods with no supplies, no shoes, and now you're wet. Just as fear is about to set in, the fog begins to part right before your eyes, and rays of sunlight break through the treetops above. With the pond now subtly illuminated, you can just barely make out 3 silhouettes sitting in a row atop a large boulder in the middle of the water. The fog continues to disperse until you finally start to make out what the figures are. On one side, a jet black direwolf with dark red eyes. On the other, a bright white direwolf with silver eyes. And in the middle, the last
Dark
figure to be
magician?
revealed. Dark
Me.
Magician Girl.
You revealed,
Shep is just
you
like,
revealed
hey.
red eyes and blue eyes. Are you the dark magician?
Shep's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but you want to know what we did today?
Yeah.
So and then I just give him the rundown of what we did today.
It was hilarious.
Why are you in my
to end up
dreams
with
if you don't
Frank.
like me?
What?
Why are you in my dreams if you don't like me?
I'm just keeping you up to date.
Wait, are you real? Or are you a dream?
Both.
Friction.
It's a good
But am-
clarification.
Are you the Shem of my imaginations? Like, can I just imagine you doing whatever?
No.
Oh,
I could
so you're like Freddy. You're
I
Freddy
can
Krueger.
do whatever. But I'm in
You're
charge
Freddy
here.
Krueger. That's crazy. All right.
Yeah.
Guess you're real.
Yeah, this is really my dream, but you
Will
know,
I even
you're
remember
in
this?
it.
What happens? What's the point? What if I wake up and I forget?
No, you'll remember. It's pretty memorable.
Cool. Yeah, I guess it's a pretty memorable dream. I don't know.
What did you think of the moss? Did you like
Cool,
the
I
moss?
guess. What was up with the moss? Yeah,
It was
I
squishy.
guess. It was squishy. The Native Americans used it as you know,
The native
for
what?
lots of utilities. The native the native what mountain am I from again? Easker, something like that.
Shev's like the native what?
Wait, it's not. It's definitely not from where I'm from. Maybe from a different mountain. I'm from a cold place. But yeah, they has many uses. I was gonna take some, but I guess not.
The dogs next to me turn into poop and then Shem disappears.
What? What?
Like a white poop and a black poop.
Yeah.
Oh my
like kind of like
goodness.
the one that had the red eyes is kind of a bloody poop, and the one that had the silver eyes is like one of those like clean, like comes out real easy.
The one's a log and one's a mess.
Yeah. And Shem just kind of turned into like fog and vanished. And now the rest of your sleep
turn
is
into
just
a fart.
there.
You turn into a fart cloud.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it makes a little sound. And now for the rest of your nap, you're just there. That's where you are spending your time.
This is very weird.
This is weird. This is a strange dream. I guess I'll just sit there and ponder.
Altering
I'll-
power, and this is what you're dealing with.
What?
Yeah, well, I mean, there is the more evil version of it where I could give you a nightmare that makes you wake up in pain.
Nightmare.
But but then you have to like roll and stuff, and I'd rather just have it be a peaceful dream that's just kind of weird and that you have no control over.
Cool.
Yeah, so welcome to D&D.
I have to pee. What happens?
You have to pee in the dream that I've created for you. A toilet
Yeah, I
pops
have
up,
to
and
pee.
you don't have no idea what a toilet is. So like a perfect like modern Japanese toilet with a bidet.
I use it like steps and start pissing off the top of it.
You just piss off of it onto the moss. And you're just peeing in real life.
Yeah, that was my main concern. Should
Yeah,
I
that
roll
was-
to pee in real life to see if I'm peeing in real life? Or do I roll?
Constitution.
Roll to piss the bed? Roll I failed many times when I was a young boy.
But so that
Oh,
was
poor
several
Adam.
like months ago at this
It
point.
was, it was my own fault. I used to pound like literally the biggest possible glass of milk before bed every night when it happened. So it's
Hell
like
yeah.
you're kind of asking for it, Adam.
Yeah, you are kind of asking for
Talking
it.
to the
Milky
right
boy,
crowd here.
just love that milk. Now I'm like, all right, milk's cool, but I'm not pounding
Not
down a
like-
huge
not
glass
like
of fucking
that.
milk. Yeah, it was crazy. Just probably had like that film on my lips. Ugh.
Phil.
What do I roll?
Constitution.
Constitution. You fudge. You failed. You pissed.
You pissed.
Constitution, just Constitution.
I wish I asked you to drag me in with Frank when that was happening. Like I wanted the surprise of me being there, but I wish I heard it all.
It was pretty
It was
funny.
very funny to listen to it this time.
He was just like, what is happening?
Frank? This happened to Frank?
Yeah, this was several months ago. I decided once I unlocked the dream spell, I was like, I'm gonna put Frank through some shit. so unbeknownst to him, I entered his dream with all that spiel, and Matt just like dragged him into the other channel and did
Yeah.
that, and then dragged me in at the end, and I was just like, hey, and Frank was like, what? Hey. like what are you doing?
That's funny.
And now you all got to experience it.
Yeah. So now anytime Shem is entering your dreams, that you go through that entire thing.
Just read it all over again.
And every time it's kind of brand new until you get to the end. Because like you could have a recurring dream and not feel like you know what's coming.
I like the idea of expecting it though. Like you feel the moss and you're like, "Oh, Shem, where are you?" Come on.
But you're a little distracted. You're still having a good time in the moss.
Yeah, you're jumping around. You're like, "Where are you, Shem?"
No
Why
matter
is
your
moss
opinions of
an
moss in
integral
real life,
part?
you like them in dreams.
I'm confused about this. What's up with the moss? Why is the moss here?
It's
We're
squish.
jumping now.
But you just chose like why was this a fucking topic of discussion? Why is the moss so integral to the framing of this dream?
It was just
Wow.
a
I
vibe.
don't get it.
Just the vibe.
All right.
Squish.
It's
It was
just a lot of
really
it.
the function of it was in like if you listen to the script part is I just slowly am revealing that this is like weirder and weirder. So when Matt says you're enamored by the fucking moss, like, it's
No,
like,
have
wait,
you ever
where
stepped on a
what is this coming from?
a big patch of moss in real life is very enamoring.
Yeah, I know. I just
Right? I love moss.
it's the syntax. The syntax is meant to be a little foreshadowing.
How have we've gotten Adam to admit that he loves moss?
I mean, moss is
Moss is
great.
cool. It's
Yeah.
like a
Moss
big
is cool.
spongy moss. Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
nice. Did you know they used it for feminine hygiene back in the Native American days?
Huh.
Like pads. Yes.
Interesting.
The native
Right?
who?
Yeah,
The
the native
native-
what?
Is
Erm
moss
Laspers.
absorbent?
Yeah.
I guess spongy moss is. Maybe it didn't need to be absorbent. Maybe it just needed to
Be comfy.
Move it,
Just do its thing.
you know, push it somewhere else. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna
Push
do
it,
that, and I
push
don't bleed out of there. But you know, seems cozy.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
good
about
old
that?
mossy ball sack. I love when girls describe my ball sack as mossy.
Band name.
Are you?
What? Like they pull your pants down. Wow, it's really humid down here.
Yeah, man.
It's mossy down here.
Are you? Is that a lichen on your shaft?
Need
You
to
like
get
what
a
you
teacher.
see? You liking what you see?
You liking that?
Boo. Boo.
You
I mean, I
liking
could
what I'm
not
packing?
say it.
All right, more Marvel time, I guess.
Yeah, I
Marvel.
would love to play Marvel.
Marbles, Marble Blast Gold.
Marbles.